Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the beautiful spoilers sees Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, keeping Deacon Sharp, Sean Kenan in mind. You don't need B and B spoilers to suggest this is risky business for this married woman on this CBS soap. This week, B and B has Brooke Logan acting as if there's only one way that she can get information. She needs to know about that special non-alcoholic champagne. It's what she drank at the Forrester holiday festivities. She's so impressed by the fake bubbly that she wants more for New Year's Eve. But was she that enthused about it before she learned from her father-in-law where it came from? Eric Forrester, John McCook, pointed her in the direction of the source for the beverage. He ordered it from the same restaurant where Deacon sleeps in a broom closet. So, knowing that Quest put her on a path to Deacon Sharp, she hoofed it instead of using the phone. It's easy for the B and B viewers to pick up that her end goal to this task was more about Deacon Sharp. She didn't need to set out on a safari to get info on this product. Bold and the beautiful fans ask if her phone is broken. Most folks would make a call, but not Brooke, especially when she knows Deacon is at the restaurant. But that visit to the restaurant may prove fatal to her marriage in future B and B episodes. Sheila Carter heard Brooke ask for the alcohol-free beverage. That's all she needed to hear. She knows her rivals in recovery and lives alcohol-free. Sheila has her own plan to ruin her archenemy's life as she swaps labels on the bottles. Bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke Logan falls off the wagon after consuming the real booze her rival planted. Bold and the beautiful spoilers hint Brooke and Deacon Sharp drink together. But before this happens, a new plan unfolds for her that has Deacon Sharp written all over it. Brooke and Ridge Forrester had Deacon at the helm. He will guide her decision to decline her hubby's invitation on Bold and the Beautiful. Brooke Logan is proud when her husband wants to show her off to business associates. Ridge tried everything to entice his wife. He wanted to fly the romantic skies in the private jet to a fashion gala as they ring in the new year. But her promises to Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and the kids became a sudden anchor keeping her home. When in all B and B reality, Hope would find it thrilling. Seeing her mother take off with Ridge would trump any plan Hope had. But visions of Deacon Sharp dancing in her head point Brooke in another direction. So her plan entails being the loving wife and encouraging Ridge to do the business trip solo. Bold and the beautiful spoilers say that's how it plays out. Ridge takes off alone, leaving his wife without a partner as the new year arrives, or so he thinks. Deacon Sharp does his best to win Brooke Logan over on B and B. But he has no idea how infatuated with him this woman is. His ploy is to get closer to her and get rid of Ridge. She plans to get to know the new Deacon better under the umbrella of sizing him up for any risk he may pose to Hope. But she's loving the ride with all the flirting. Plus, she continues to create ways so she can see him. Bold and the beautiful spoilers have Brooke looking for reasons to happen upon her old flame. It started with her sudden interest in martial arts a while back. Next, this infatuation develops into some risky business, according to B and B spoilers. Her husband's trip now paves the way for her to see Deacon on the night 2022 rolls in. Bold and the beautiful spoilers say Brooke Logan turns into a giddy teenager as she puts this plan in place. With Ridge gone, she could invite Deacon over to ring in the year with his daughter. But she sees him as ringing her bells as well on Bold and the Beautiful. So it seems that Brooke is only kidding herself as people start to see right through her. Brooke Logan puts her old flame Deacon Sharp at the helm. Even if Deacon doesn't realize this right now on the CBS soap. Brooke Logan had always been a woman of elegance, grace, and above all, control. Her life was a whirlwind of passion, power, and scandal. But she always found a way to remain in the driver's seat, until now. It started with an innocent text message. Deacon Sharp, the eternal bad boy, had sent her a cryptic note. Ever wanted to go on an adventure? Brooke smirked, shaking her head at the familiar tug of mischief in her chest. Deacon was trouble, and she knew better than to entertain his reckless whims. But curiosity had always been her Achilles' heel. When she arrived at Il Giardino later that evening, expecting to scold Deacon for his audacity, she found him leaning casually against an old but charming tour bus, his arms crossed and his signature smirk in place. "Tell me you've never fantasized about hitting the open road, Logan." She rolled her eyes. "A bus, Deacon, really? What is this, a midlife crisis?" "It's a fresh start," he countered. "A chance to break free from all the Forrester drama, at least for a little while. Just you, me, and the open road." Brooke laughed, but something about the idea intrigued her. She had spent so much of her life wrapped up in the same cycle of love, betrayal, and redemption. Maybe a detour was exactly what she needed. "And what exactly are we doing on this open road of yours?" Trusting Deacon was as dangerous as it was intoxicating. But for the first time in a long time, Brooke felt the undeniable urge to let go. "Fine. But I'm driving." Deacon barked out a laugh. "Absolutely not. Logan, you're a queen in a mansion, not a road warrior. Let me handle the wheel." Brooke scoffed. "Deacon, I have been through more in my life than you can imagine. If I can handle Ridge Forrester, I can handle a bus." Against all odds, Brooke found herself sliding into the driver's seat. The interior smelled of leather and possibility, and as her fingers wrapped around the wheel, a surprising sense of excitement bubbled up inside her. She turned the key, and the engine roared to life. Deacon, in the passenger seat, grinned like a man who had just won the lottery. As they pulled onto the highway, the wind whipped through Brooke's golden hair. She laughed, really laughed, and Deacon stole a glance at her, mesmerized. "See, I knew you'd love this." They drove for hours, leaving Beverly Hills in their rearview mirror, the city lights fading into the vast unknown. The conversations were easy, filled with old memories and new possibilities. Somewhere near the California-Nevada border, they stopped at a roadside diner, its neon sign flickering against the darkened sky. Brooke slid into a booth, while Deacon ordered 2 burgers and a round of milkshakes. Deacon leaned in, eyes serious for once. "I don't know. But for the first time in years, we're not worrying about anyone else. No Ridge, no Hope, no Forresters, just us. And that's got to count for something." She wanted to argue. She wanted to remind him of all the reasons why this was foolish. But deep down, she knew he was right. For years, she had defined herself by the men she loved, by the high society she lived in. And yet, here she was, sitting in a greasy diner, her lips wrapped around a straw, and she had never felt freer. After dinner, they found themselves back on the road, but this time, Deacon was behind the wheel. Brooke curled up in the passenger seat, watching the world blur by. She had spent her life building an empire of love and loss, of triumphs and betrayals. But here, in the middle of nowhere, she was just a woman on an adventure. As dawn painted the horizon in hues of pink and gold, Brooke realized something astonishing. She didn't care where they were going. For once, she wasn't worried about the destination. She was simply enjoying the ride. And maybe, just maybe, Deacon was right. Maybe this was the fresh start she never knew she needed.